There we all are. Good morning, people. Good morning. Hope you're well. Don't worry. I'm not in Antarctica, by the way. This bedroom's bloody freezing. I don't know what's going on in here this morning. Obviously, the heating's off now, and perhaps I might have to dress accordingly and not put my shorts on in the morning and get a bit of pants on. But there you go. Happy days. Morning to everyone. Morning. On another glorious Wednesday morning, may I add, I saw the weather report this morning on the TV, and there's only one bloke who's getting all the proper hot weather that's left this morning. This geezer here down on the southwest coast, I hasten to add. Still going to be a nice 22, 23 degrees up in Oldham today. So I'll take that because it means I can do a bit more wherever I go without sweating my backside off. But there you go. There's an imposter in the studio this morning, people. Imposter in this morning just wants to explain why, to give you all a bit of cheer, just to why he's got that blue shirt on there this morning. Sheriff, over to you. Morning to you, Sheriff.
Good morning. I've just popped over from Paris. I told you it was coming, mate. I told you it was coming. From £7 on Vinted. PSG. I'm not sure if it's this year's, last year's, it could be 10 years ago. I don't care.
You're so funny, mate. You are. You're so funny. Honestly, when you told me, I didn't believe you. And then you showed me a picture last night. I thought, well, we've got to bring a bit of cheer to the stream this morning. In what seems like the shit show at Spurs continues, but there you go.
You got something to cheer on the weekend, haven't we?
Listen, Sheriff's obviously on the side of the PSG this weekend. Well, of course, yeah, I know, but it don't matter what I say. It's not going to affect the result of the week. Of course, I want PSG to win, but of course I do. But listen, it is what it is at the end of the day. I can't have Arsenal doing the double, Champions League double and the Premier League. It's going to be insufferable enough that they've won the league, let alone without winning the Champions League as well. So we can't have none of that at the moment. Let's put it off for at least another year.
If I could show you, mate, I'd show you my Facebook. Since last Thursday,
your Facebook,
since last Thursday, mate, the amount of nonsense I've been tagged in.
Nonsense.
AI pictures of we survived on the last day, like DVDs and that. Photos of that lot lifting the trophy.
Was there any of you in an Arsenal shirt?
Eh?
Was there any of you in an Arsenal shirt that had AI?
No, I don't make them bets, mate.
No, I know, but your mates can AI pictures and just stick it on there with like you in an Arsenal shirt for argument's sake.
Thankfully, they're not that clever, a bit like me, mate.
Oh, all right. Head of techs and all that.
Well, I'm useless with it anyway, mate. You know that.
Well, excuse me. Big up to everyone who's in this morning. Yes. By the way, we'll talk about today, obviously, the continuing. That's the tractor comes or whatever it was. We'll continue the conversation today over ENIC, but we'll park that to one side for a little bit. Obviously, we'll be saying hello to the people in the chat. We'll stick the link in a little bit if anyone wants to come on. And then, but we'll start off. We'll start off with the hellos. But the first subject today is going to be the usual that goes on at Spurs following the end of the season. We've been, tagged with everyone.
Linked.
Anyone who's anyone and anyone who's not anyone.
All I'll say, mate, is if you believe any of this rubbish, we're going to sign the whole world. We are signing the whole world.
We're trying to be Chelsea. We just can't get enough in through the door.
God's sakes, mate. And I've never understood why people get so excited about it. Don't they realise their season tickets are going to be... You got to renew your season ticket in about a week or so, maybe 10 days.
Yeah.
And it happens every year, mate. They pull a few big names out, shove them in so everyone renews their season tickets, and then it's, oh, well, we did try. We had a go at it. But there's only been 0 transfers so far, to quote the January one.
Well, just
It's nonsense, mate. Absolute nonsense.
well, obviously you've got the news of the Sensini bloke from Bournemouth on the free transfer, right? I think, to be fair, I think that's good business, right? If he wants to come to Spurs, yeah, which he obviously does, then to get him on a free is very good business, yeah. Then you've got.
Have you ever seen him play, mate?
Yeah. Sensini's decent, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Get him in then.
Yeah, he's like, I think he's mid-20s, something like that.
Oh, he ain't like 15.
No, he's not like 39 or nothing like that.
Yeah,
or, you know what I mean.
15.
He's an up and coming. He's come into Bournemouth. He's done the biz in there, and his contract's run down for whatever reason, whether he's asked for that or whatever it is, and he wants to move, and apparently he wants to come to Spurs.
It does surprise me, Bournemouth letting players go on a free, mate. Because I don't know.
I don't know what the circumstances were under his contract running down or whatever else. Because you'd have thought they would have tried to tie him down to a new contract. I would have thought they would have done, because he's very highly regarded at Bournemouth. As people would have seen if you've watched him play at all this year, he's not what I would say, like a young lad coming in, still got to learn his game. Obviously, he's got more to learn as he plays with better players. He'll learn more as time goes on. But he's what I would call as close to being ready-made as what it gets without spending fortunes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he'll improve, Mark. Obviously, he'll carry on improving. All we hope he does. But I think that's a very good signing, to be fair. If
the one thing I haven't looked into, because I'm useless at looking at stats and all that, is, have we got any issues with like homegrown? Because remember a few years ago we never had enough, did we?
Yeah, but what they'll do is now, what a normal club would do now is, obviously De Zerbi knows, as far as first team squad goes, he knows who he wants to keep, and he'll give a list to them, and he'll say to them, these are no longer required.
Yeah.
Right? Sell them, do whatever, unless there's another season with injuries like we had this year, which I'm not planning on. This lot can go. This lot can go. I want to keep this lot. And also I want another 7 or 8 on top. Right. I would imagine that's where he's going with it. Right. But and I know, getting the 7 or 8 players in and getting all those players out, proper clubs do that in a transfer window. Tottenham don't work like that. It's going to take us 3 years to do that.
I will make an excuse, mate.
Go on.
It is the World Cup.
I don't care, Mark.
Yeah, but that derails it a little bit, doesn't it? Because half the players you're going to be after are probably playing at least, a month of it or 3 weeks of it in the first bit. Because you've got no choice but to play 3 games, have you?
Enoch should have thought about that before they put us in the predicament that they did by finishing 17th and running us down to the last game of the season again, shouldn't they?
Yes, of course.
Right? That's my answer to that one, Sheriff. Sorry,
there
mate.
You go, shut me up immediately.
Head off the snake, as it says. But let's say a few hellos, Sheriff. We'll get into it in a
Shall
bit.
we? Man. Right. First one in at 6:14 this morning.
6:14. Pagey. Well, there you go.
Good morning.
Mad. It's all right. I'm just scrolling down. There's so many comments in here.
It was
morning to you, Paige. Morning to you.
And so these hellos will take about 40 minutes then.
Well, don't put the customers off, Sheriff.
No. I'm just saying.
Come on.
It is trying
to.
Stu boys in.
Big up, Stu. Morning to you,
Stu.
mate. Hope you're good. Hope you're good.
Go,
Love this next comment, by the way. Let's have it. Come on then. Let's have it.
Morning, Kate. Arms ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Come on then. Un, deux, trois.
Oh, yeah. I speak French now, don't I?
I mean, yeah. There you go, Kate. I'm done already. My arms are gone. But Morning on this happy Wednesday to you, Kate. Hope you're well.
And very hot
you,
down here, mate. The
Yeah,
weather
could you-
report down here is 25 already.
Yeah, could you just read that last bit out as well? After the morning, my handsome chaps. Hope you are well.
Hope you are well. Hopefully the wanker is out the door soon.
Who do you think Kate's talking about?
Well, we know the lettuce, mate.
There you go. Say no. We don't even call him by his name anymore.
No,
this
lettuce.
is going round the internet.
Lettuce.
Let me tell you that the DOF is a wet lettuce. So he's either known by the name Wanker or wet lettuce. Thanks to Kate Brixham.
And she's putting up 14 degrees.
Well, that had been this morning before.
Yeah, well, obviously it's 6 o'clock, but it was only like, I think the low down here last night was like 20 or so.
Yeah. Well, the I don't know where Kate is exactly, but
Sheffield.
It's a bit. Yeah, there you go. Sorry. It's a bit. The weather's a bit divided now.
Yeah.
It's sort of, you've got it down there in London and over in the southwest, and
yeah, sort of like
I think the
straight line,
southeast,
isn't it?
as you go north, is cooling down now.
Yeah,
and it's dragging across the country because,
yeah.
like they say it's only going to be 21 or 22 in
From
Manchester.
London. You can draw a line basically to Bristol.
Yeah,
anything because I seen on the weather. There was a load of thunderstorms up in the Midlands yesterday, and that's probably cooled it off a bit.
we heard one bang.
Oh, did you?
One bang because Lisa had the weather on because all of a sudden it got quite dark last night, like cloudy wise, and the way that it looked like the flow was coming of these thunderstorms that were dotted about, because they had them in London last night, I believe, as well.
Did they?
Yeah, and it looked like it was sort of coming up from Birmingham and sort of going sort of north and west, if that makes sense. And then I said to Lisa, we're going to get them when they get up here. We heard one bang, but it must have been quite in the distance.
I could see it because the room I'm in now faces north, mate. I could see all the thunderclouds right in the distance.
Yeah.
But we had nothing down here, mate, and it was bloody roasting all night.
No, it says 30 down where you are today. That's what I saw on the weather this morning.
Sleep with the. As soon as you open the window's been open all day, but as soon as you turn the light on to go to bed, every insect from a 5-mile radius just piles in your bedroom. You put your head on the pillow and turn the light off, then suddenly there's something buzzing around your ear roll, something crawling on you.
Oh, don't, Sheriff. Behave yourself.
Yeah, like flies and moths and insects everywhere, mate.
That's why we don't live down where you live.
To be honest, last night in my bedroom was like a bush tucker trial, mate.
Oh my God! Should have just got a plate out, Sheriff. Instead of fish and chips, you could have killed a few of them and whacked them on a plate and had them.
Hang on a minute. Times ain't that desperate, mate. I know I ain't got no work at the minute. Jesus
I'm just saying, Sheriff. Just trying to save you a few quid.
Eating insects and that, mate. Oh my God.
Eating insects. It's a football show. What are we doing?
We're talking about eating insects. Good God. No, but everything was crawling on me, buzzing in my ear all night. I think I got about 3 hours sleep.
Sod all that. Morning, Wembers. Hope you're well this morning.
Big up.
As is always the case with Enoch. Big up to you, Wembers. Not until they're pictured wearing the shirt.
Yes.
And even then, I wouldn't put it past this mob to AI fake pics if they thought it would help sell more.
There you go. Sell more shirts, tickets, everything. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. You know how it works. Pete's in this morning.
Oh, Pete. Big up, Pete.
Big up to you, Pete. Hope you're well. Boiling hot day with 65% humidity down in Bournemouth.
Yes.
There you go. Oh, the joy, he says.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much longer it's going to be warm down south, but we've got this today. It's like 21, 22. And then was that a speedy lawnmower that just went past or something? Is that what it was? Oh, he's muted. The mower's out there. Hold on a sec. Right. 65% humidity from Pete. Big up to you, Pete. Logan's in this morning. Morning to you, Logan. If he's in the chat, oh yeah, he is in the chat. Sorry, Logan, my eyes were looking elsewhere now. I read half a message and took my eyes off. He is here. He is here in his PSG shirt, Logan Eisendrad, and he will have this on today, tomorrow, Friday, no Friday, and Saturday. There you go. He's still on mute, by the way, everyone. Colin Jones is in this morning. Big up to you, Colin. Hope you're well. Someone has had to pride the Spurs with a clear, well thought out plan for regeneration. Worried? Yeah, you bet. Yeah, I think a lot of people are, Colin. But listen, we'll just have to wait and see, mate, won't we? At the end of the day, it's out of our hands. And like I say, the rumour mill is already flying about with this player, that player, whether you choose to believe it or not. Like we said, Sensini, is it, from Bournemouth? That looks like that could get over the line. Andy Robertson from Liverpool looks like it may get over the line. Juventus are interested now. We've heard rumours of Van Heck from Brighton, Verbruggen from Brighton, the goalkeeper, Van Heck, the centre-half, the left-footed centre-half. Rumours flying about Locatelli again. And obviously there's more, but not many forward players being mentioned, I hasten to add. But there's plenty of time for that, obviously.
Right, I do apologise about that, mate. There was a petrol lawnmower going on outside.
Yeah,
I've had to change that shirt, mate. Literally, mate, I'm sweating like a you-know-what.
Right, say no more. Anyway,
I had to change that shirt. It'll go in the wash and be ready for Saturday.
The intentions of the sheriff have been shown for the first 15 minutes of this show. So there you go. It's
honestly,
too hot,
mate, it's like an oven in here and the sun's out the back, mate.
Go and get your, where's your fan, Sheriff? Got a fan you can put on or something, mate?
No.
Oh. Air conditioning?
Don't be silly. Nowhere in this country's got air. Well, we only need it once a year.
Yeah, I get you. I'm just
That's
asking.
it, see? You go to anywhere in America, I went to America, as you have, all aircon over there.
Yeah,
so they don't need it every year.
Yeah. Well, they can afford it because their electricity prices are so much cheaper than they are.
Imagine running aircon in this country,
don't forget, everyone. Just so you know, in July, your electricity bills are going up another 13% from this government that told you they was only going to go down. Just wanted to get that in there. That's my political comment of the day.
Oh, political broadcast, mate.
Yeah. Ghosted's in and has become a new member. Big up to you, Ghosted. Very much appreciated, mate. And
we do appreciate that, mate.
Yeah, we do appreciate it, Ghosted. Big up to you, fella. And he also follows that up with a big up, gents, with the old fist pump. Big up to you, Ghosted. Really appreciate it, fella.
Have you noticed it? I've noticed, mate, the amount of petrol lawnmowers I hear around here. You can tell I'm in that part of the world, mate. I'm not sure how popular.
They're on it on the summer in the summer all the time, are they, Sheriff? As soon as you get a bit of warm weather and it dries the ground out a bit, are they out with the old petrol lawnmowers?
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere around here, mate. Everywhere. Honestly, I think everyone's got a petrol lawnmower.
Interesting, see? Where are you? What part of the country are you in, Sheriff? Like ish?
Somerset.
Without giving your little town away?
Somerset. Well, I don't give a monkeys, mate. It's quite a big town I live in. I'm in Yeovil, mate.
There you go. He's in Yeovil. So there you
go.
Yeovil, if you can't get hold of a petrol lawnmower, you know why. It's because everyone in Yeovil has got one.
Or the whole of Somerset. Let's get that.
Somerset, yeah. We just blame Somerset.
The whole of this area of the country makes us all firemen. Well, I live in a town, quite a big town. 5 minutes from me, I could drive out through farmland.
Yeah, I get you. Rodney's in. Big up to you, Rodney.
Big up,
morning to you. Big up to Mr. M. Morning to you, as he says. Morning to you, Mr. M.
Well, and he subbed as well.
There you go. He thought he already was. Yeah. Every so often, people, YouTube do have this thing of deleting people's subscriptions. I don't know what it's all about. So always have a check once every couple of weeks or once a month to make sure you're still subscribed to the show.
Well, man, 1240, mid 1240s, mate.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we're ticking along nicely.
Yeah, we are. Morning to Lee this morning. Big up to Lee. Get over to Lee. Give him a sub over there as well. You'll find him. Just Lee Staven TV. Put it in your search bar and bang. There you go. It's there.
Title's in the name.
There it is. Jimmy's in. Morning to Jimmy. Sunny and warm Lake District. You on holiday again, Jim? Hey? He is. I know he is. I bet he's away in the caravan or something, or he's gone somewhere. Because he's in the Lake District, and I think he was yesterday as well. So big up to you, Jim.
Now, I get confused, and to be honest, I can't remember. Is Jimmy the one that's up by you anyway?
Yeah, I think he's
got a completely different climate.
Yeah. But the Lake District, Jim, I've got to say, there's many facets to the Lake District, many different places to go, and you'll never be disappointed. Anyone who goes up to the Lake District, it is absolutely beautiful.
Now, if I know my geography correctly, mate, the Lake District is sort of north and eastish a bit from you, yeah?
No, north and west.
Well, I'd be out to sea, mate, wouldn't it?
No, I'm in Manchester. I'm not on the coast, am I?
Well,
I have to go north. I have to go out. If I want to go to the Lake District from here, yeah, I have to get out and get to the motorway, get to the M6.
Get to the M6, mate, yeah.
Turn north, going towards Scotland. Yeah. And it's about 10 or 12 junctions up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's quite a way north for you, then?
Yeah, it's past Blackpool.
Oh, yeah.
Past Blackpool. Keep going up past there, and then you get the different... there's 4 or 5 different turnings off the motorway that you can come off for the different parts.
Well, it's a big old area, isn't it?
Oh, it's massive.
Obviously, because I like me fishing.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people up there with like catching trout and pike and all that. Because there's a lot of like lakes and that, isn't there?
You should pop up there for a long weekend. Find a thingy, Sheriff.
Yeah.
Somewhere where you can pitch a tent up and all that. Take enough gear with you for 3 or 4 days and have a long weekend of it, mate, and see if you like it.
I'd have to get the Amstel lorry following me.
Well, that's it. Yeah, Amstel on the way as well.
Yeah.
But not only that,
obviously not when driving.
Well, no. But not only that, the good thing about it is that you can find places where if you've got a caravan or a camper, or even if you're in a tent, right? But you might only be 10 minutes from town. So if you do need anything, for whatever reason, you're not, even though it feels like you're out in the middle of nowhere, really you're not, because a lot of it, there's shops and bits and pieces, and obviously different pieces in the different little towns everywhere. So you get the best of both worlds, I would say about it. But I will say you can drive out to the middle of nowhere if that's your thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's sort of, it's more rugged up there, and it's mountainous and all that. Yeah. See, there's an area near me, and Pete will know this if he's still in the chat, the New Forest down in Hampshire.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful part of the world.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's not a million miles, it's about an hour, I expect, from me.
What's that gaff where you could walk round in the New Forest? The had all the animals in it and all that. And it was an old sorry, I can't remember the name.
An estate thing?
Yes, an estate thing.
Because a lot of that down
last
there,
time I went there, so
a lot of that is like heathland, woodland. I remember like in the 70s there was a massive fire there. It had been probably 76, where it had been so bloody dry and hot. Someone probably flicked the smoke in the bracken.
Yeah.
And it all set on fire. There was a massive fire down there. But that's a beautiful part of the world. I'd very rarely go there, mate, even though it's relatively close to me. But I got Exmoor up the road from me.
Yeah.
That's only up by...
You got plenty down your way, Sheriff, haven't you, to be fair? You got plenty down your way, to be fair, haven't you?
Well,
Not necessarily where you are, but you know,
Yeah.
you can go down to St Ives and you can
Yeah,
all
Cornwall
out
and that.
that way. And
Cornwall's
Cornwall.
Cornwall's more famous than Somerset.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
probably Devon is as well. Dorset definitely is because they got the coastline. The only coastline we got where I live in Somerset is Minehead and stuff like that. And you go in to see up there, mate, it's brown because it's a river.
Yeah. Same
It's the
up
River
in
Severn.
Blackpool, mate.
It's the Severn Estuary, mate. It's not even blue.
No.
You know, it's like dirty old brown colour.
But then you can go down to St Ives, to the sea, yeah, and they don't call it the thingy, what's it called, Mediterranean for nothing, because that is exactly how it looks. I mean, it is so clear, the sea down at St Ives. It's like you can look out for a good way, still see the sand at the bottom.
I love
what
St
I mean?
Ives.
It's beautiful. Really.
The other
beautiful.
places I like as well is Torquay, Paynton, all down that area.
Yeah, very nice.
Because I think it's, well, obviously Torquay is where Faulty Towers was.
Yeah.
The hotel for Faulty Towers was. And they have actually got palm trees down there, mate. Because allegedly they get all the Gulf Stream and that come up through there. Even in this part of the world, mate, it's never really that cold in the winter. We might get a few nights at minus something and get the frost and that.
Yeah, I get it.
But it's never really that cold, you know.
Yeah.
Feels it.
When I was down in Cornwall last year, there was some proper windy nights, and I'm not talking about me backside either. And you know, you can hear everything clonking and clunking when you're sitting in the caravan.
Cornwall is lovely, mate. I love Cornwall.
Yeah, Cornwall's beautiful. It's a beautiful part of the world. It really is a beautiful part of the world. Big up to you, Paige. I hope you're not suffering too much, girl. Yeah, what are we doing?
Anybody else in here, mate?
Yeah, CEM's in. Big up to CEM this morning. I hope you're well, mate. Seeing is believing, although less so in these AI days. How does anyone have any faith or trust in this mob? God knows, CEM. I don't know if people haven't seen it after all this time, then I don't know what they're seeing. Honestly,
well, let's face it, right? The statement that Chariton put out is just a load of. It's the same
waffle.
It's the same stuff we hear every year, mate. When there's one of these come out.
Yeah, it's true.
Until I actually view it with my pupils or my eyeballs, I don't believe none of it. Well, they say it all the time.
Basically, what they're saying, what I can gather from it in the statement is they've took their eye off the football. They're going to be making changes as regards to players incoming and players outgoing, which they should be doing as a
should be their job
thing anyway. And then obviously they'll look into what the manager wants, that type of thing. You know, it's just like Mark says, it's all nonsense. It's all season ticket prices are coming up, all that stuff. And I've no doubt the Tottenham supporters are waiting anxiously in these difficult times to see if they will either leave the prices the same or if they're going to put them up again. What's your feeling on it, Mark? How do you think it will go?
Right now,
I'm not a season ticket holder, so I don't dive into it that deep.
Nor am I, but like my opinion is, right, we've been paying Michelin star prices for a McDonald's.
Not even a Burger King.
No, McDonald's is the worst, mate. No.
Straight to the bottom. Sheriff's gone there. He's gone straight.
Michelin to be honest, mate.
McDonald's. No Burger King. No Five Guys. No nothing. Just straight to the bottom.
Hang on a minute, mate. We're 17th and just survived 2 years running.
I know.
Are we bottom of the pile? Are we bottom of the barrel now?
Well, we're
to be honest, how can you charge Michelin star prices to serve that crap up?
It's outrageous, Sheriff.
It is outrageous, but I'm going to caveat this with I don't blame people for paying it. If you've been a lifelong season ticket holder, why should you give it up when you know you're not getting it back?
Listen, I don't blame anyone to go and to watch their football
Nor
team.
do I. I got no qualms
However
with
shit
anybody.
they are, however good they are, however in between they are, right? If people can afford to go and watch their football team at a weekend, and whether it be to go and watch a good game of football, whether it to be to go and support your team, sing, shout, whatever it is, or it's just your release from weekly life, and always has been that Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, whatever it is. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with it whatsoever. Right,
no,
but what
none
I will
none
say is
whatsoever.
the majority of all those supporters, need to do is all get together, like we keep saying, and ENIC have said in their statement they're not going anywhere, which is, if they've said it, they've said it. We're not for sale.
To be honest, you've got to accept that. They've said it.
Right.
The thing we can get them to do is change.
There you go. That was my next sentence. And that's why I keep saying elbows, people. Just keep nudging. You got to keep nudging. Yeah. And if they are serious about what they say and they're not going anywhere, the nudging, people will be surprised. And people would say, well, it's only YouTube. And listen, they've got people watching channels, not necessarily this channel. Yeah. But they've got people watching the bigger, if you like, content creators that do Spurs stuff, probably all the way down to people that hold about 20,000 subs, I would imagine, because they have a bit of an influence. If they've got 1,000 people watching their streams, excuse me, stuff like that. So, but at the same time, I still believe that not everyone watches everyone. Right, so it's also very important for the smaller channels out there that have true beliefs of wanting ENIC to either change or get lost, and sell up. That it is so important for us small channels to still get it out there, because we may well have different viewers to the bigger channels.
Bang the drum. Keep banging that drum.
You could have just. Saves me saying all that, Sheriff. You could have just broke in and said,
"I'm sorry, mate. I didn't want to. I didn't know whether you. I didn't know whether you were going into a rant, mate.
No.
I had to shut up for a half an hour.
No. I'm letting my blood pressure settle down before.
I don't blame you, mate. Again, mate. I don't blame you,
mate.
Know what I mean? No. But like, it's true though. They've come out in that statement. They've admitted that they took the eye off the ball. They've basically. I know I'm probably making things up and making it suit my agenda, but they basically said we weren't interested in the football.
Yeah.
We took our eye off the ball. Blah, 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 blah. The only way you're going to get people like me and the boss back on side is to do something to make us competitive. Let's just say that.
Mark, the first thing I would like them to do.
Hang on, mate. I got a phone call.
Well, mate, I'll carry on. The first thing that I would like them to do, to be quite honest, is actually come out at some stage early doors in pre-season, and rather than the crappy statement that he put out yesterday, which is more of a we've heard it all before, right? Actually make a meaningful statement, put something on Spurs TV. So he is speaking directly to all the Tottenham fans, coming out with 20 minutes, half hour's worth of directly what this club is aiming to achieve. What is the plan? Tell the fans what you're aiming for, and then maybe in times when it is going slightly wrong, you won't get hammered so much. So they're not coming out telling the fans. No one's got any idea what the plan is. We're all guessing, and we are all guessing, right? They're telling us that Charrington's telling us is that they're going to do this, they're going to do that. We've got our board in place now. Well, all I can say is if you've got your board in place and that means that you're keeping them two muppets that are running the football, then you started in the wrong place straight away by keeping them two on. But that's neither here nor there at the moment. He says he's going to add people as well, and I'm assuming by that he means another director of football if they can get one, or other attachments that go on. They need to sort the medical thing out at the club, what's going on there, because the injuries and more importantly, the re-injuries, so all that time taking someone to get back and they're breaking down again, or they're breaking down again through their when they're recuperating, and it's not good. And we've had more injuries than anyone this season. And that doesn't help where we finished. And it's not an excuse either, right? But no one can tell me when we've got a fully fit team out that this team as such, if everyone that was fully fit every week ain't at least mid-table.
Yeah, mid-table.
Do you know what I mean? So we have had injuries. It has affected us. We had injuries last year. It affected us. Right? That doesn't mean I believe that the squad's anywhere near where it should be, but we've got, like he says, 10, 12 players, that he can happily keep and base them around a squad. But what he's also saying in another way is, and he's putting the seed out there to them upstairs in a very indirect way, but surely even they could work it out. I need a new team, as in, I've got 12, but I need another 12. So I've got two for every position.
We need a squad.
Exactly. And now I can work that out, Mark. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you can work that out, and most of the Spurs community can work that out. So let's see if they can work it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. And the thing is as well, you mentioned about the injuries.
Yeah.
Now, you look at Real Madrid, moved into their new stadium, got the retractable pitch like we have.
Yeah.
They've got a proper inquest going in is to the pitch. Why haven't we done that? We've been in there a long time.
I saw something last night.
We're advertising on LinkedIn, probably.
No. They've done the same thing, but it's as usual. Spurs follow everyone rather than thinking, "Hang on."
Rather than be proactive, mate.
Yeah, reactive. And I did see something last night that there's an inquiry going on into the injury problems of the last couple of seasons.
A club like Real Madrid have identified that immediately, though.
Yeah, I get
identified it immediately and got the top people in to do all the processes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what goes on, but they're having a look at it.
And there's another reason why we're not a big club.
Yeah, exactly.
In instances like this, it should have been flagged up a long time ago.
Of course it should, as soon as the stadium opened.
Right. But it should have been flagged up, and then they could have dealt with it. Or tried to eliminate stuff, or like you say, whatever. Due process as such. If someone else has got a very similar pitch and use the very similar stuff to what you're using in your pitch, then and they're having issues, then surely something triggers in someone's head. Hang on a minute, we've got loads of injuries. They've got loads of injuries, but they're doing something about it or trying to. What are we doing?
And this comes back to, mate, I've just thought of this. This comes back to that in the statement that they said we've taken our eyes off the ball.
They've never been on the ball, have they?
Well, that's debatable. To me, no. To me, no, and many other people know. But put it this way, Enoch, if you want to change my mind on you, and probably the bosses, show us that you mean business. Show us that we're going to be competitive. I'm not saying necessarily win something, because that's difficult. That's difficult to win stuff. We can all accept that. But at least don't have a 17th. That's a joke.
Can I finish this part of this little section here?
Sorry, mate.
Just by saying, and I'm sure that the 120 people in here this morning, I don't mind telling you, big up to all of you, right? I think the phrase that needs to be used is, and everyone will probably agree, is actions speak louder than words.
I'll add something onto that. Talk is cheap.
There you go.
Talk is
We're
cheap.
watching you, Enoch, every
Get your
day.
fingers out your backside.
Every hour. We are watching you like hawks. I look at the camera when I say that. We're watching you like hawks. The 2 marks are on you, and others are coming for you. Do
Eyes on you.
the right thing. Now, I can't do no more than that, Pete. I'm looking straight at the camera like that. Like that.
Probably hurt your neck, mate.
It did. That's why I'm always like this, looking down here like this, because
I know, mate.
Does, you know. There you go.
But anyway,
right.
we're meant to be doing the good mornings. Lee, big up.
Yeah, go on then, Sheriff. Go on.
Nige, head of technology.
Big up to Nige.
Big up, Nige. And Drula.
Drula's in. Big up to Drula.
Big
Morning
up,
to
Drula.
you, sweet. Morning to you.
Yeah. Slightly cool, 26. Ooh.
Better than
Maybe
35. A lot more comfortable. There you go.
Scott's in.
Scott is in. Big up, Scott. Hope you're
Big
well,
up,
Scott.
Scott. Anybody else?
Big up to you.
Guy's in.
Big up to Guy. Morning, Guy.
Big
Hope
up.
you're well. Out there in, where is he? By the Hungary. It's the old...
Hungary or... no. Transylvania, isn't it?
Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, Danube. I thought the Danube was in Hungary. It's Budapest.
It might be.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Danube. Don't know.
He's over that way, Eastern Europe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I went to school, people. You know what it is? I think I've got the right one there, but who knows?
Hayden's in.
Morning, Hayden. Are you Hayden Hackney? That's what I want to know.
Oh, yes.
You're testing the
Yes,
water,
if
Hayden.
you are, get your ass down to Tottenham immediately. Billy Andrews, big up.
Morning, Billy. Morning, Billy.
Bourbon Buzzard.
Yeah, there. We're just talking about that, Bourbon. There you go. It's let's see now. Let's find out. And I don't know what to say. To be quite honest with you, it's going on though. It's weeks and months too late, Bourbon Buzzard, but it's going on.
Stokes in.
Morning, John.
Big up John and Vlad in.
Big up Dash
India,
in
right?
India. Big up to you, Dash.
I said Vlad then. That's just speaking about Transylvania. It's not. You're not Vlad. You're Dash.
Who is Mr. PSG?
Yes, Frenchman invaded.
Big up, everyone.
I had to take it off though. It's so bloody hot down here.
Jane's in. Morning to Jane.
Big up,
morning
Jane.
to you. I don't know if we've said hello to Jimmy, but I'll say it again. There you go. Big up, Jimmy. Giant Panda's in. Big up to you, Giant Panda. Hope you're well. Colin's in. Borodar to Colin. 29 degrees where Colin is. Happy days. Daryl's in.
Big up, Daryl.
Yeah, Sensei got to be decent. Bournemouth scouted him. They've done Tottenham's job for him. There you go. Wasn't hard to scout him, was it? It just said free by his name and we was in there. But I still think, Daryl, that it is a decent signing, even though it is on a free and it ain't 50 or 60 million or whatever. It's a decent. I think he's a fair player. This kid.
The thing is, though, mate. Right now, you've only got to look at the three Bs, like I said, Bournemouth, Brighton, and Brentford.
Yeah. You
never see them go out and splash like. Well, they ain't got it. Enormous cash, but they get some sensible players in.
Yeah, of course they do.
If your recruitment, it's not all about spending money, it's being sensible.
It's about using them. I keep saying it. It's about getting people on your team that will go and use them.
It's about doing the coaching properly. What the hell am I on about? It's the heat. I'm sorry, I'm struggling. It's doing your scouting properly And there are bargains out there to be had.
Yeah, absolutely there is.
There
There
are.
always has been, and there always will be.
Yeah, there always has been.
Yeah, yeah. I'll bring this up from Stokesy. Big up, John. Says Tottenham CEO Vinay Venkatesham, otherwise known as Peanut Head, believes the club needs a complete reset. Oh, Vinay, have you only just worked that out? Oh, dear. And says he has to develop a thick skin to cope with abuse from supporters.
Well, all I got to say to this is shape up or sod off.
There you go. And don't worry, Vinay, every month it's payday. I'm sure that helps get you through.
Yeah.
There you go. Big up to Stu, boy. Hope
Big
you're
up,
well
Stu,
this
boy.
morning. Big up to Stu. William's in. Big up to you, William.
Big up, William.
We need a bloody lot more than that as well. We need it. We need it, William. But we need, like Ben said yesterday, if he could have 3 new strikers, or, you know, whether it's 2 wingers and a strong, whatever it is, the front 3, or whether it be a front 2 and 1 spare, we need 3 new ones. Minimum.
We need at least 2 strikers, in my opinion, because all the ones we got, I won't give 50p for. And we need, I believe when Kudos comes back, that'll be the right sorted, but we need someone to compete with him as well. Let's get that in there. We can't have Kudos playing the whole season. And we need quality on the left. We need 2 left wingers, another right winger, and at least 2 up front. 2 strikers.
At least. And not one that's half decent and one that's like 84 levels below that.
Yes, on the same level. On the same level. I'm not saying we got to bring in 2 Messis or 2 Ronaldos, but 2 that are on the competitive level with each other, that they can compete and get the best out of each other.
There you go.
The only way you improve is when you're working with people that are better than you and you raise your game to get to their level, or you're on about the same level and then you got to out-compete each other. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science.
See,
there's no point having Harry Kane and bringing in fucking Soldado. You know what I mean?
There we go.
That'd be the example from years ago, I know.
Yeah.
It's only because I don't know many modern players.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
There we go. Yes.
The Storage is in. 48 years ago, we signed 2 World Cup winners. We absolutely did. So can we do that again, please? This time, 750k for our Diles and Villa. Bargain.
Now,
bargain.
I will just caveat this by saying, I think, you can shoot me down if I'm wrong, I think we were only ever interested in Aussie.
Correct.
But Aussie said, I ain't coming unless my mate comes.
Yeah.
And that was Ricky.
So can you see 48 years later, Luka Vuskovic saying, well, I'll come and play for you, but as long as my brother can come as well. 48 years later, and I'll be back then. Yeah, no problem. But I do believe he's going back to Hamburg for another year. Apparently so. Yeah, I saw a thing. This is what he prefers to do. He said again, I would rather stay at Hamburg on another year's loan to develop.
Really develop.
Yeah.
Well, so, to be honest, I'll be honest with you, I applaud him for that. If he doesn't genuinely think that he's ready to improve us, I applaud him for that.
Well,
he's come out and been honest. Or whether he's got such a good life in Hamburg, he don't want to come back to the shit show that is Tottenham.
Maybe. Who knows? I think
there could be that. Look at it from both sides of the.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different bits and pieces you can put a jigsaw together with that one.
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you.
Yeah. Who knows? We don't know.
In a rebuild. His brother's over there. He wants to play football with him. You know, there's all these. Just this is what it is. But Spurs let it get that way at the end of the day, as usual. So it is. Morning, Eugene. Good morning, lads. Looks like we're for another sweltering day. but it's all good now. We have a positive football team to support. John's in 68 degrees at the moment in Essex.
So what would that? So
So 20
that's
degrees.
20.
20 exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
20. Yeah, you double it and add 30 roughly, don't you?
Don't worry about the adding 30. I know. Yeah. Quite. Give me a number. I'll give you it in Fahrenheit.
Oh, seriously? You know all this, do you?
Yeah, I took a very great interest in this from a young age. Don't know why, and then in the end, I thought I might as well just learn what if they say Fahrenheit, what is it in Celsius? If they say it in Celsius, what is it in Fahrenheit? And I think it was because my mum moved to America, and when I went to America,
It's all Fahrenheit over there,
when I got older, yeah, but they done it differently out there as well.
But they still do, mate.
Yeah, and we don't see extreme temperature as often as what they do out there. You know, it could be May and it'd be 105 in Texas. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's just madness. It really is mad. But yeah, that's how I learned it anyway. But there you go. Sonny's in this morning, or did I miss someone? Sorry.
No, I don't think so. You said hello to Daryl?
Yeah, I said like Daryl. Big up, Daryl. Sonny's in this morning. Big up, Sonny. Hope you're well this morning.
32 in it, but that's about 90 odd.
That's 90, yeah, it is 90, yeah.
Oh, all right. Oh, hang on. The boss has got his cup of tea coming in.
No, not yet.
Or he's being shouted at. He's got to go out somewhere.
No. The missus is off out. She's off up the allotment.
Oh, the missus is off up the allotment.
Yeah, she's. I've got no car, have I? We've got no car.
Oh no, of course you're having the tow bar fitted.
Having a tow bar fitted. So, tie, darling. All right, love you.
Have a good day, Lise.
There you go.
Have a good day, Lise.
All right. She's meeting her kids there. Meeting a couple of the kids there.
Yeah, well, I did actually watch the Nanny and Grandad audits. Subscribe to that if you haven't.
There you go.
And I have seen no tomatoes, mate.
No, not yet.
I have seen no tomatoes.
There's no tomatoes, Sheriff, yet. You'll see them thrive in the greenhouse, Sheriff. If you saw the latest edition,
I have, mate. This is what I'm on about. There were strawberries in there, mate. There was strawberries.
That was my question. What did you think of the strawberries that were popping out a couple of them pots? They was rather nice, decent looking, weren't they?
Now, I'm not dissing your allotment, mate, but if you go up the 303 from here towards Stonehenge, about this time of year, it's normally around Wimbledon time, every single lay-by has got a strawberry cellar in it.
Yeah.
Pots and pots and pots and pots of strawberries.
Yeah.
It's strawberry season now, mate.
Yeah, it is.
About.
It is.
I did see the strawberries in the greenhouse, mate, but there is still no tomatoes.
No tomatoes at the moment, Sheriff, but
they have been planted, I take it.
Yeah, well, as far as I know, yeah, they have been planted, Sheriff. I'll send you a picture later. All right, that's all I can say.
What, of the tomatoes?
Yeah, let's...
I see. Yes.
Sheriff. Yeah. All right, mate. Yeah.
I only asked where the tomatoes were.
Look, you have to speak to Lisa about tomatoes, mate. She deals with that. I deal with the more herbal stuff. There we go. Big up, Drewler. Morning to you. Sammy Mockbell, sports correspondent for the BBC Sport, has interviewed Vinay. There we go. Drewler says basically the same thing. Vinay believes the club needs a complete reset and says he has to develop a thick skin to cope with abuse from supporters.
So if the club needs a complete reset, does that mean he's leaving? Not that he's going to say that in an interview.
I don't think he's going anywhere unless he gets handed out, is he? Not unless he gets sacked or handed out, one or the other.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me just keep scrolling now.
I'm going down through them as well.
We're an hour deep here, and we have got 125 people in here. Big up to you, Corey. Morning to you. Mr. MP, morning to you, sir. Bella's in. Big up to you,
Bella.
Bella.
Big up, Bella.
Hope you're well. John's posted the show already. Don't mess about. Our John.
Oh, no.
Big up to you, mate.
Rain
Rain's
is in.
Morning to you, Rain.
Big up, Rain.
Hello to Eugene. Big up to you,
Yeah,
Eugene.
big up.
Pete Smith's in. Big up to you, Pete. Hope you're well this morning. The Philmeister, otherwise known as the
That's
Prez.
the president.
The
Do we
Prez.
salute? Do we stand national anthem or
The
salute?
Prez. Good morning to you, sir. Hope you are well this morning.
You aren't really Keir Starmer, though, are you? I'm just asking.
What do you mean? I'm not Keir Starmer.
Well, he says he's the president. Oh no, we got a prime minister, haven't we?
Yeah.
Take no notice. It's hot. It's like
the president is Mr. Trump. There
Yes.
you go.
Things are cross-wired in my head at the moment.
Well, I didn't want to say
as usual.
There you go. Big up to you, Machina Joe, with his Paris Saint-Germain motif there. Big up to you, Machina Joe.
Yes.
Hope you're well this morning. F Sanks in. Big up to F Sanks.
Big up to you.
This morning, my friend.
Big up all of you.
Marianne's in. Did I miss Marianne earlier?
No, Marianne was the first one, I think.
Oh my word! Sorry, what? We love you, Marianne.
No.
Morning, Marianne.
Paigey was first.
Yeah.
Marianne, original YouTube member.
She is the original, by the way. There you go. Big up to you, Marianne. Del Boy's in. Big up to Del Boy. My computer's having a freak out. I don't know what's going on.
I came before. Oh, there you are.
I'm back. I'm looking. Martin Richards is in. Big up to you, Martin. Interesting, Martin. Very interesting question. I'm gonna star this, Martin. Right, and then if a few people come on, we'll bring this question up, and see what people think, because that is an interesting question, because we know what we do need, as far as so much it can't be done in one window, unless you're a proper football club, then it would be done, right? But
it will only be a guesstimate, though, won't it?
It'll be a guesstimate from whoever's on, Martin. But I'm going to star it right now. And we'll bring that up, Martin. Good question, that fella. I love it. And we absolutely do, Martin, by the way. We absolutely do. Listen, Martin, in case you've never been on before, or I don't remember seeing your name, you might have passed through, mate. But just so everyone knows, everyone that's in here, right, we are on the mission to ENIC out. Whether they say they're staying or not, we don't want them no more. They've had 26 years now, having all these scapegoats in front of them, and people think we're all too stupid to work it out, right?
I will cover it
for mugs every single season, right? And it has to change.
Can I just? I'll add one more thing onto this. What you said. Yes, we want ENIC out, but if you are going to stay, which it looks like you are with the statement in the letter, right? At least put the football first. Please, put the football first. Change your bloody ways and get us competitive at the correct end of the table, from my point of view. Absolutely. The correct end, not the wrong end.
Yeah.
And actually try and win something. That's not... Yes, I want to win trophies. I'm a football fan.
That's what it's meant to be about anyway, isn't it?
Yes, I'm a football fan and I want my team to win trophies. Of course I do. But I'm also not that stupid that I realise that to win anything these days is very difficult.
Yeah.
When you've got teams that are run by countries and oil this and oil that, and it's very difficult. But at least try. At least try to make us competitive.
ENIC, all I can say to you is, if anyone's watching that know ENIC, right, that know anyone that works upstairs in a role of, I don't know, whatever, they're on the board upstairs. If you know Lang, if you know Vinay, just for once, have some testicular fortitude. Go for it.
I haven't heard that for a while, mate. I haven't heard testicular fortitude. That's The Rock, isn't it?
Listen, I can sit here and say, just let's have some bollocks, but I'm trying not to swear.
Yes.
Right? Listen, let's have some testicular fortitude, right? And let's be a bit more adventurous. Let's try and get to the stage where we can go and try and win something again. Yeah? Let's try and get some players in that offer that bit of consistency at a regular, decent level every week.
Yes. If not, we're going to bang this drum louder and louder and louder and louder.
Sorry for putting my face in the screen there, people, but I just needed to make sure that they saw my boat race, yeah, and they could pass the message on. Because I know everyone in here feels like that. We all want a better Tottenham at the end of the day. And if they're deciding that they're going to stay, yeah, then they need to start doing the right thing by the fans that were here a long time before them and the fans that have been here ever since they've been in charge and moving this way.
And the fans to follow as well.
Exactly.
Let's get that in there.
Exactly.
Right, because, right, my one wish for next season, mate, I know it's a bit off, is for us to be on here from the start of the season and not moan once. Not moan once about the football, the board. I'd love it if this channel could turn into the biggest happy place around. The football's marvellous. We love the owners. They've done nothing but 26 years get stuck in there.
Yeah, of course it does.
And there's only one group of people that can change that, and that is you, Enoch.
Yeah.
That is you. You give us things to moan about, we're gonna moan.
And we'll keep calling you out, Enoch, by the way. We'll keep calling you out. Trust me, this channel will not give up on the tirade against Enoch.
Unless they change. Unless they change in a big way.
A massive way.
Because I've accepted that they're going nowhere now. It said in that thing, we're not for sale. Fair enough. Just get your shit together and sort it out.
Yeah, exactly. You can't put it no fairer than that. TTID, big up to you, mate. Says, I'm not believing it till they're wearing the shirt. Daz is in this morning. Big up to you, Daz. Hope you're well, mate.
Daz.
Jason, big up to you, Jason. Hope you're well this morning. Angie's in this morning. Big up to Ange. I think I've said hello to Rain. The link is going in the next 5 minutes. I do apologise to everyone, but I have to say hello to people. Without these people in the chat, this channel don't exist at the end of the day.
No, it don't. We've said that. We've said that right from the start.
I've no doubt you'll be with us through the off season as well. So big up to all of you. I've got to say.
Apart from the 8-10 days we're in Portugal. Well, but even then, I'm sure there'll be shorts.
Yeah, I'm sure
there'll be shorts out. I mean, we're all taking our mobiles. We can stick shorts out.
Big up, Daniel. Hope you're well this morning. He says nothing will change. You know,
the three amigos.
I assume that means by if they stay. Daniel, yeah, I agree with you.
It's 3 weeks, isn't it, mate? The three amigos in Portugal.
Yeah, we're off. Was it Wednesday? We'll be there in 3 weeks today, mate. I think we go on the Tuesday, don't we?
Tuesday the 16th we go.
Yeah, so it's 2 weeks, 6 days. It's Wednesday today. 3 weeks today, we'll actually be there. There you
Ready
go.
for the first England game, mate.
Yeah, I think it's on the first day we're there. I think
it is. The first England game is 3 weeks today.
There you go.
So we'll be finding a selected bar with loads of Amstel.
Of course. It has to be done.
We got to look after the you got to look after my needs when you're over there.
Big up, Pagey. You tell them, girl. You tell them.
Yes.
Smash that like button, people. There's been 125 of you in here since about the 15-minute mark. We're on an hour and 5 minutes now. Right? So hit that like button. Please hit that like button. We're on a mission every day now. As many likes as possible. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. We would appreciate it. Big up to World Under. Hope you're well. The missus has just gone out the door. There you go. Big up to the missus. I think I've said hello to F-Sank, but I'll say hello again.
Yeah, big up to you. Anyone else?
I'm going to bring this up from Wembers because if I see a comment from a member, I do try to bring it up. I do bypass sometimes without even thinking, but there you go. They've been professionally incompetent. By that, I mean they have actively worked at being incompetent in order to marginalise the football operations. Pure evil, Wembers says. We can all look at it in many different ways, Wembers. Yeah.
Many different facets.
And all come to the same end product. Like we say about, we all want the same end product as far as Tottenham's concerned. We just go about saying it in different ways. But I think how you've said it there, to most minds would say, yeah, do you know what? He's probably right there.
Yeah.
You know, and so big up to you, mate, for sticking the comment.
Yeah, and I've got a comment to bring up now.
Go on then, mate.
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't seen it. Is this come out this morning or something, Alfie? When did this come out?
Do they ever say anything?
I haven't seen it. I've got to say to you, Mark, do you want to have a look for it? And while I just keep going through the names.
Yeah. Flicks is the next one down, mate. I don't think we've said hello to him.
No, I'll go to Flicks. Big up to Flicks. Hope you're well, fella, this morning. Hope you're well. Johnny Tottenham's in. Here we go. Yeah, Johnny's just put in as well. Oi, legends. I see the Lewis family have brought out a statement. Yeah. Everyone's banging the drum in here. Lewis family have released a lengthy statement. They accept ultimate responsibility for the last 2 seasons, have vowed to rebuild trust with the Tottenham fans and bring the deep change required.
Here we go. Tottenham Hotspur, a message from the Lewis family.
I don't know if you want to read it out, Mark.
Bloody hell. It says it's a lengthy thing.
All right. Okay. Do you want to pick bits out of it then? While you're reading?
It's still loading. What do you mean, create an account?
Flicks is saying Lang's position at the football club in serious doubt. Let's hope so. Mr. T's in. Big up to Mr. T. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Let's see who else is in. There's so many people in here. Jesus, I'm still only on 10:22. What's going on? Right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do while I keep scouting. I'm going to put the link in. Sorry, it's a bit late, everyone, but it is what it is at the end of the day. You know what it's like in the off season now.
Right, hang on. Before you start bringing people in,
go on. The link's in the chat, people. If you want, if anyone wants to come in, and
just leave Mark,
I haven't finished yet.
Right,
I haven't finished yet. The link's in the chat. When people want to come in, if you want to wait in the background, that's fine. I just want to let Mark say what he's got to say.
There is a political message now. Now, this is the first time I'm reading it. I'm just reading it like off the cuff. Right. To all the fans, as owners of 25 years, well, that's a lie, it's 26. We have lived the highs and lows of Spurs with you. Finishing 17th this and last season does not reflect the stature or potential of this football club. Way. Now, where was I? Hang on, I took my eyes off the ball then. Yeah. We are bitterly disappointed. Bitterly, mate. Disappointed. Bitterly. And share your frustration. You and we expect more than this. We all know this must never happen again. Must never happen again, mate. Well,
keep going, Sheriff.
Our approach to running the club is, and always has been, I haven't read any more yet, to trust the experts to do that. What fucking experts? While backing them to be successful. Paul the other one. The problems we found were deeper than we realised and were allowed to build over the last few years. Is that a dig at Mr. Levy?
Possibly.
Hang on. See, I keep looking away, mate, and I lose where I am. Hang on. The last few years. We know that has eroded trust, and we have to win that back. As owners, we take ultimate responsibility for the situation in which the club finds itself. Right, that's fair enough. Yeah. We also take responsibility for rebuilding Spurs. Our ambition is to recapture the spirit of the club and bring back the excitement, the fearlessness, and the bold football we have always felt defined us. That means football comes first. Did you hear that, mate?
I'm listening.
That means football comes first. Yes, well, we can go into that in a minute. The board and executive team have laid out their plans to meet this ambition. This will require investment in our teams, the academy, the backroom functions, and more. And we are fully committed to this. We are not selling the club. We are all in. We are investing in it.
Oh, hang on a minute.
I haven't finished. There's
no, you haven't.
There's only about another paragraph, mate. There's only about another paragraph, mate.
Yeah, go on.
You're all investing in it. You will see more of this in the coming months. We care deeply about Spurs. The rebuild the club needs and you deserve has begun. The change required is deep. It will take time and commitment, but change is happening. We all know that actions will speak louder than words. Signed, the Brady Bunch. Oh, no, sorry, the Lewis family.
There you go.
And that is it. What an absolute load of waffle, mate.
There was two words that I'm going to take from this, the whole thing. I mean, on that's the first time I've heard it as well. But there were two words in there for me that either tells you that they will do it, yeah,
Wow.
or the chances are that they won't do it. And this is where I feel that the lies come in, yeah, when the two words used were all in. Now, I don't know what your definition of all in is, right? But my definition of all in is we're having it large, yeah? We're going and getting this, that, and the other, and we're going to make this team successful in a very short term of time. That's what that tells me. People might tell me it's different, and they look at it differently. And here's one here in Rain who will probably tell me that straight away. Morning, Rain. How are you today?
Morning, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay, mate. I'm okay.
What did you make of that bullshit?
Well, I mean, I think they're a bit damned if they do and damned if they don't.
They are correct.
I think, you know, what you guys, I said it in chat, but you didn't read it out. I love listening to you two. You two layer opinions like a multi-tiered cake. You know, it's like artists, you know, producing, you know, it's opinion, and you create this wonderful masterpiece. I love listening to you two.
Thanks, Ray. Appreciate that, mate.
Artists, mate. We have been called that. We'll be called artists probably in 3 weeks in Portugal.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I mean, they need to say something, right? End of season. They need end of season, start of the summer. they need to come out and say something. But the harsh reality, and it's like you guys said earlier, we need actions. We need to see it. There's been so many, so many failures that none of us really believe it. I'm actually, I'm in like a little sort of nuanced little pocket just over here, right?
A little positive pocket. Are you in,
Well,
Ray? By any chance?
my little nuanced pocket is, I actually think ENIC 2.0, and I've been saying this all year, right? And I know that people don't agree with me, but I think their intentions are in the right place. I really do. I think them getting Frank, I think the way that they got Binai, I think the fact that we got Tell, and maybe we got Sousa as well, which is a bit of a mistake. But the majority of our signings were kind of the right profile, the right type of experience. I think they're trying to do the right thing. I think the problem is that they're learning on the job, because they don't really understand football, and they, I don't know why they haven't realised that I think they're incompetent, basically. I think their intentions in the right place, but they're incompetent, right? And those two do not necessarily mean that they're, a lot of people, go after them. But whereas with Daniel Levy, I think Daniel Levy was very, very competent. But I think his intention was always just to keep us there. Yeah. That's where he wanted us. So, but they've got to deliver. It's fine me saying that, and it's fine them saying this, and fine what Charrington said as well. All of this constant consultant speak, and I should know. I'm one of them. Right? Let's say you earn a bob or two. But it's nothing if you don't actually get to a point where you go, look what I've done. Look what what we've got now. Look at this thing that we've created. So the summer will tell. It doesn't look like they're going anywhere. So they got a big summer ahead of them. I'm going to do what I did last summer, which is I'm going to go and I get my squad, and I have a look and I see where we've got players. There's a lot of chatter around, isn't there, about how many players do we need, which players need to go. I want to go. I like to do a bit of analysis. I like to get, like a squad list up. How many goalkeepers? What are the goalkeepers we've got? What are the kids that are coming through? And that might be like loan and youth watch might be something that I do with Dermot actually over the next season. We've been talking about doing something once a month for people to get an eye on the academy coming through, and they keep on saying the academy, right? They keep on saying the academy. The last academy player who came through was Ollie Skip. So it's desperately needed. We need the academy to produce those squad players, rather than us go and spend 30 million a pop on them. That's what we want. We want to buy players. We want to buy players at like 70, 80 mil, and our squaddies who come in, do a job for a season or two, and then piss off. We want those to come through from the academy and make 5 or 10 mil on them. So
like Chelsea managed to sell their players that don't even play first team football for 20s and 15s and 30 million pounds Rain. They managed to do it. So,
Yeah.
you know, what's their secret that they're doing that we can't do? You know?
They manage their youth properly. Now, admittedly, they've gone too far.
Yes,
They've gone too far. They haven't done the other bit, because you really, you know, everyone talks. You know, we quite often talk. I love the, what is it, the 4 Bs? Is it the 3 Bs or 4 Bs?
Brentford, Bournemouth, Brighton.
Three Bs.
Three Bs. And I do love that, but we don't want to be one of them. We don't.
But we should look at them. But what all I'm saying is, we should look at them to how to run a football team properly.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're not bigger than them, but you look at how them teams are run compared to us.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Fair enough. But we don't want to be. And mind you, quite happily be where Bournemouth finished up this league, I guess.
Oh yeah.
But we don't want to be one of those. We really, the model that the competence that they do is they've always got a plan for what comes next. And I think, Cookie, you used the word today, we're always just so reactionary.
Yeah.
You know, Real Madrid are now doing an investigation into their pitch. And so we go and do it. You know, we react. We've had that pitch for 7 years.
There you go.
Exactly. I said that that Real Madrid have got a top quality investigation going into this, ours will probably hire it off Temu or LinkedIn or whatever. You know, we'll put adverts out on LinkedIn.
And in that, Charrington said that. Charrington said that we're going to invest. I saw the piece that said that we were investigating, and the concern for me there was, it said there's been no, and I'm going to paraphrase because I haven't got it in front of me. It's been analysed that there's no discernible difference between our pitch and Hotspur Way.
Correct.
Well,
yeah.
do you know what? Maybe it's Hotspur Way that's the bloody problem. They're only on everybody's talking about the pitch. And do you know Soren, who's
I know Soren.
So me and Soren, like, were on a couple of years ago on some streams talking about this, and both of us came to the same conclusion. They're only on the pitch for 90 minutes or 100 minutes, whatever, you know, every other week. But they're on the training pitch every bloody day.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe it's the training pitch. Maybe it's the training pitches that are the problem. So if they're going, oh, the ground, the pitch and the ground, and the pitch at the training, it's not that different. Well, maybe that's the problem. You know, maybe that's what you should be looking at. Because they've got to, whatever we do in the summer, they've got to sort out the medical and as you say, Cookie, the re-injuries, the amount of times our players come back and then, oh, they're not ready, and they get re-injured. It's our recovery is absolutely bonkers. By the way, I saw that name mentioned, Thiago. I'd have him. I think he looks fantastic. Proper number 9. We need a proper number 9, not a Solanke gonna drop deep, play 10. You know, not stay up top. We need a proper number 9, who's gonna score 15 plus goals a season and bring in the wingers to score as well.
Yeah. As just a brief question on that, Rain and Mark. Obviously, we'd like to see the wage cap at Spurs being increased, as in, bigger, as far as getting better players in that command the better money. Does either of you see the wage cap increasing at Spurs with, again, what you've heard from the Lewis family, what you've heard from Charrington yesterday? Does any of that tell you that maybe that is where Spurs are going wrong? When you look at, your Arsenals and how many players they've got over 200 grand a week and beyond. Our best two paid players are, I think, either just short or just over, depending where you read, of 200 grand a week. Is that a major problem for Spurs, the wage cap that's there at the moment? Or do those, say, 100 to 150 grand a week players do the job for Spurs for the next couple of seasons, and then we start looking beyond that? Well, I don't know where you would both be with it.
Well, to be honest, right now, when the stadium opened 7 years ago,
Yeah.
can you remember the words that came out of Mr. Daniel Levy's mouth?
I can only remember it, Mark, because you say it every day.
I know, it's every stream. I can't go a stream without saying it, that this is the game changer. This will allow us to compete with the top teams, pay the wages, attract the top players, compete with the Man Cities, the Chelseas, the Arsenals. In 7 years of being in that stadium, we've been going backwards, mate. It hasn't helped us at all. Right now, you're telling me that Romero and probably, who's the other one? Gallagher's on a bit, and he's on a lump. Romero's probably on 200 grand. Gallagher's up round there somewhere. Why can't we pay people 200, 300 grand a week? The excuses are not there anymore. I know we still owe $1 billion on the stadium, but...
that's neither here nor there, Mark, that $1 billion on the stadium. Well, don't worry about that, Mark.
Well, yeah, but it still comes into the factor about paying wages, doesn't it? That we still owe £1 billion.
I know.
But here he is, the main man, isn't he?
Hey, Ben, I think you've mentioned the right player. I come back to my intentions and competence. They in January, we know that we didn't have the right January, and but going and getting Conor Gallagher, who I think is an absolutely fantastic player, and paying him the right wages to get a player at the level that we needed was an action. It was indicative. So that is demonstrating that that they will do those things. So, and going to Van der Ven, and apparently a Van der Ven contract has been on the table, close up to 200k for the last 7 months. He's stalling on it. So, this again, time will tell. But in January, they did give a player. They did get a good player in at that level and paid them the wages. So, are they going to do it again? And I'm going to come back again, right? I'm going to get absolute belters for this all summer. But in January, apparently they went to Semenyo and they went, we will pay you the money, and he went, sorry, but no, and went to Man City. And I'm absolutely certain that we would have been giving Morgan Gibbs-White and Eze good wages in last summer. I think they're trying. They just need to pull their fingers out and actually execute on what they're trying to do. Shoot me down, Ben. Shoot me down.
Morning, Ben. How are you this
morning, everyone.
Big up, son.
I'm no longer standing next to a hot coffee roaster yet. It's cooling down. It's less hot today, and it's another shit show in the wonderful life that is Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. It's a wonderful day. I'm bitterly disappointed in something, because I just wanted to say bitterly, because I like the word bitterly. It's a great word. It's a great word they've used there. But why are we surprised that we're getting all this PR nonsense? It's all nonsense. And they were clearly watching the stream yesterday, because they've used my term. Actions speak louder than words. But they've done the complete opposite already, Cookie. Put it in words. They've already done the opposite. Put it in words.
Why don't they come around your coffee shop and buy coffees then?
Because I don't know. They can come.
Exactly. I'm sure you'd welcome them with open
Yeah.
arms.
Open arms. Yeah, absolutely.
No, what I'd do is I'd go through all the players that are in my little cafe that's on there and say, this is a proper player. And then get Andy Sinton out. This is who you sign, Andy Sinton.
So,
Well, let's face it. I've seen the inside of your shop. It's just Paul Stewart everywhere.
Yes, 100%. Proper player. Proper player.
proper player.
Proper player, Paul Stewart. Big up to him. But
Big up Paul Stewart.
the whole... I'm not going to shoot anyone down because everyone has a right to an opinion. For me, it's very, very simple. We hire incompetent people to scout our talent. We hire incompetent medical staff when we've had medical problems for at least 4 years.
Yeah.
We hire people that have never run a football club before and then expect them to run a football club after sacking a chairman that's been there for 25 years. So we sack him, have no sort of transition period because you've got to do it now. You've never done it before, but you've got to do it now. So we don't hire someone that's actually run a football club before and expect them to run a football club. We've now got a banker in charge as the chairman of the football club that apparently didn't even know there were 11 players on a football pitch. That's apparently that's the rumor that's going around. We're just incompetent. Do you know what sums up Tottenham Hotspur? We knew for about a week that this weekend coming was going to be 33, 34 degrees and sunny. Hottest day of the year so far. They ran out of water in the first 20 minutes. There was no water for anyone at half time. And if you wanted water, you had to go to a water fountain. There's 2 water fountains in the stadium. And all had a million. If you know it's going to be 35 degrees and sunny and miserable, you go to whatever supplier, whether it's Booker's. Booker's are a supplier. If you don't know, you could go to stores. Big up to stores. They do some great stuff. All water suppliers are available. You go to them and you buy 100,000, 200,000 bottles of water, and you say, right, it's going to be really hot for you guys. It's a lot of commitment standing in that heat. Heat stroke is going to be a thing. It's not safe to stand in that heat for 90 minutes. It was unbearable, especially for me in the East Stand where the sun was on me the entire game. They can't even do that properly. They can't even do that. You can't even do that.
First I heard
to make sure that people are all right so they can buy a bottle of water. They can't even sell water to people on the hottest day of the year.
When you've got to give them 10 grand soon now.
First I've heard of that, Ben. And the interesting sort of juxtaposition is they stopped halfway through each half so that they can have a little drink.
Yeah. So the players are fully the players are hydrated, but the idiots in the stand like me paying £100 a ticket have to separate and get heat stroke and be miserable. They can't even sell me a £1 bottle of water.
There you go. No water at Spurs either.
No water at Spurs. It's like the old days where they used to run out of water for the tea, as my mum used to say it.
There is a method behind the madness, though, Ben. You've got to remember it was the bus parade. I assume 100%. It was 2 for 1.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
100%.
So I'll tell you what, Peter, just let you know, everyone, just make sure the players have got water. Don't worry about anyone else, because if they're that thirsty, they'll go and buy a 2 for 1.
Or buy beer, which actually dehydrates you.
Yeah, they go and get the beer.
It dehydrates you, so you have to buy another one. So you ended up drinking 5 beers because you think that's going to help you, and it doesn't. It really doesn't. It makes you even worse.
That was normal. It ain't that normal.
What, beer?
Drinking 5 beers. I thought that was normal.
Oh, no.
That was normal.
Depends on the day, Sheriff. Depends on the day.
Yeah.
On a normal day, maybe 1. After Spurs, 17.
Oh, yeah. I normally have that anyway, win or lose, because it's a day out for me. So I'm fully on it when I go there.
Yeah.
But it is just incompetence. It is just incompetence across the board. And we had the conversation yesterday of the whole hiring of medical staff. And we take that, yes, other football clubs use applications for the business social media, as I like to call it, that if you have a business, you are on LinkedIn, because you have to be, because it's a great tool for hiring staff. But you use LinkedIn as to bolster what you've got. You use it to cherry pick, because I've got everything sorted. Everything is fine. So now all I need to do is add a few little extra ingredients to make my team better. You don't use it to replace something that's broken. You have to go straight to the source. You don't, as I said, the fishing quote, if you're desperate for food, you don't cast the net out. You get a fucking rod out and you get a fish. You get one fish and you fucking eat it. If you're not hungry, cast the net out and then you can get loads of fish, because you're all right. You're all right. If you're starving, get the rod out. So get what you need.
Mark, just get a drink.
My firm uses LinkedIn to hire.
They all do. We all use LinkedIn, and it's really helpful.
Yeah, exactly. But we're currently looking for somebody, but there's a real specific experience that we're looking for, and also because of the work we do, they need to have extra criteria, and it's actually quite a small space. It's very much like football, right? The football industry isn't actually that big. It's not like accountancy, right? Where there's thousands of accountants, right?
I know, there's loads of doctors, but there are very little medical executives that actually know how it works.
Exactly. And so the way that we're looking for this one person is we're going to, so I was asked, and a couple of the other people in the team have been asked, and I've asked a few of my contacts, do you know anybody who fits this criteria who we can go to? We're looking specifically for recommendations. We're not going and advertise. Well, we probably will if we don't get anybody. That'll be the last resort.
That's the last straw, isn't it? If you know someone.
But the first is to go recommendations and headhunt. When you want quality, and so why Spurs go down the route that they do, I don't know. It's really it comes.
It's almost arrogance, isn't it? It's almost arrogance. We think we're so big that people will come to us because they're desperate to come to Spurs. They're not.
Just comes back to this incompetent word, Ben. I just can't get it out of my head. It's just everything. How have they behaved? Oh, they were incompetent. Every single time, you can just apply that to the way they've dealt with something. It's and the only way to get rid of that, the only way to give trust, because I say this to my kids, I say this to at the youth club, trust is easily given, is freely given, easily lost, and
it's
hard,
very difficult to build it up. It's reputation.
Hard to get back. So I say to them, we give you trust, but if we lose trust in you, you're gonna work really hard to get it back.
100%.
And Enoch have got a lot of work to do. A lot of work.
It's my dad's in the property industry, as a lot of people know, and he deals with some of the biggest players in the game, the likes of BlackRock, the likes of Hackney Council, the likes of all these big companies that are in the City of London when it comes to property development. You lose that. You can lose all those contacts within 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That is that you need reputation. And we've now got a reputation of being incompetent because they've seen it. Gary Neville talked about it on his podcast after the game. He had a right dig at them, the injuries, everything. It's no longer. It used to be the whole what we call this our sphere of being Enoch out. It used to be only a podcast thing. It used to be very much You never saw it in the media. You only saw it on localized Spurs YouTube channels, the likes of myself and Daigle, the likes of Sava, whoever. Pick your poison, top them away at the day. Now Gary Neville's talking about it on his main podcast, and he's pulling the barrel. Jamie Redknapp had his rant on Sky Sports a few years ago about it. It's now borderline mainstream that how incompetent we are as a football club, that we've got £1 billion stadium, we've got the best in class training centre, the best in class stadium, the best in class the best beer that comes from the bottom of the cup. So we've got every single gimmick, but we don't have a good football team. And everyone was desperate for us to go down because of this. They were ready to laugh at us, all the hyenas. When Lincoln City, a club that's big up to Lincoln City because it's wonderful what they've done in the championship, what they've done in League One, and they've gone to the Championship, and that's going to be a massive, massive spotlight for them now. They were desperate to play Tottenham because that's even more eyes on them. Of course, they're going to get loads of eyes when they go to West Ham next year because it's an enormous stadium. It gives you a bit of legitimacy when it's more legitimate when you play a big team. It's why when you get if you're a smaller team, you want to get a bigger team away because you get more of the money from the crowd. You get more of a percentage rather than play at your home stadium. It's more legitimacy. It's more money, and that's football is a money game at the end of the day. But
it is these days.
It is. Oh, it always has been, Mark. We did it when Bill Nicholson signed Jimmy Greaves in a toilet in a service station. He signed him in a toilet. So you're going to play for Spurs, mate. And Jimmy's like, I'm trying to have a was, mate, and you're trying to fucking sign me up.
His old man got a white fiver, didn't he?
He did. Of course, he did. We need to go back to basics and just hire decent people that understand what a good footballer is. None of this debate. We don't need to have it. We argue with Spurs fans about what a good footballer is. If Spurs signed Senesi, Spurs fans are already arguing, oh, he's not good enough. He only plays for Bournemouth. Bournemouth finished 6th last year, and he was their player of the year.
Senesi's a very good player.
Senesi's a very good player. He is one player.
But he is one player. When I say about, we always go, free trade. We're always looking for out of contract or a player that's got a year left on his contract or whatever. But I will say that Senesi, if you get him on a free, that's good business. That is good business.
People were talking about the possibility of John Stones going to Spurs on a free. If you can keep him fit, he is a top defender. Yeah. He's a very good defender. But again, it goes back to that. How many games is John Stones going to play? Because he's always fucking injured. He's always injured. But it goes back. If they can get someone in to keep him fit, that's a hell of an asset for the football club. That is an experienced player that's won wherever he's been. And he's going to the World Cup because that's how good a defender is. That Thomas Tuchel has said, he's a good defender. I want him in my team.
Do you feel like that about Andy Robertson, Ben?
Again, Andy Robertson's a very similar thing. He's a serial winning left back. Won the Champions League, won the Premier League won the Premier League a couple of times, multiple domestic cups. He's great because if we do have these young players, you get another one that you say, look what he does. Yeah. How does he act when he's in the training ground? What does he eat? What's his schedule? Look at him. He's been doing the business for years, close to a decade. I don't know how long he's been at Liverpool for. He joined from Hull, but
a long time now.
Long old time. Look what he does to keep fit. Look what he does.
That's where the youngsters can learn that. You can get experience like that.
That's why you've got to have a few experienced players. Yeah. You've got to have a few journeymen, but you've got to have experienced players in your spine of your team. When you need experienced goalkeeper, experienced centre-backs, experienced midfielders, you need experience all through the team. And then that builds a spine. You've got to start building a spine.
Yeah, agreed. Still think we need 5 forwards, Ben, or are you happy with
100%. 5 forwards. They're all shit. All our forwards are shit. All of them.
They're not the best, are they?
They're shit.
Best.
All right. Yeah.
I remember, boys, we played a game against Newcastle, and up front we had Berbatov, Keane, Defoe, and Bent. We had 4 quality forwards. Whether you like Darren Bent or not, at the time he was a very good striker. Berbatov, you don't need to say how good Berbatov was. Robbie Keane, cult hero. Jermaine Defoe, cult hero.
Yeah, I get it, mate.
And we've slipped through.
And Ben,
You haven't even got to go back that long. 3 years ago, we had Kane and Son.
Yeah.
60 GA a season between them.
Yeah.
60 at least.
Yeah,
And that's the reason we're in this situation, isn't it? We can't score goals. We relied on a 30-year-old centre midfielder to score from set pieces.
But Sheriff, the difference is with the Kane and Son thing is they were just first team players. Whereas what Ben is saying is we actually had a squad of forwards. So and this is when we used to play 2 up top, right? So we didn't just have 2 or 3, we had 4.
I remember we had 4.
And some. This is why, Ben, I always push back on the 26 years because I don't think it was 26 years. I don't think it has been 26 years. I think at some point around the Martin Jol, Frank Arneson switch in the mid to late noughties, something happened, and the club stopped building squads and started building teams. Because it was at that point, it was around 2008. We had Defoe, Keane, Berbatov, and Bent. But then by like 2012, we were down. We were just relying on Gareth Bale to score us goals, and it was. What was it that? What did that give a little bit of complacency to and then we went out and we just got Soldado, So again, it was around 2010 that we flipped from and I place this on a flip between us having DOFs who controlled the football and having Levy control the football, right? Around 2010, we started building teams, and that was all throughout the Poch era. We had good teams, rubbish squads.
100%.
The first 11 under Poch was the best in the league.
Yeah,
by a long way.
Yeah.
But then Moussa Dembele was replaced by Ryan Mason and Bill Bentaleb.
Well, exactly. We had Eric Dyer and crap like that.
Eric Dyer was fine. He is the best of a bad bunch. He was fine,
but he wasn't good enough for the first team.
No, he wasn't. But he was a good utility player. That is a good utility player because he could play in midfield, he could play in defence, he could play right back. But again, you're right, Mark. You need
was severe, wasn't
it? The change from having Harry Kane to Richarlison. It's a vertical drop. It's a vertical drop.
It's not even a gradual slope, is it?
It's like vertical. It's a vertical drop. How much worse he is, and I actually like Richarlison as a personality, but as a footballer, he's nowhere near good enough. Well, Harry Kane 60 GA this season, Richarlison got 13. That's where we've gone to.
Kane,
and I'm not saying we need to have as much as we did have Harry Kane for many, many years, and we're so lucky to have been able to watch him for so many years and see what a real footballer is. We've got to have forwards that can score goals.
Kane to the Pigeon is like the cliffs down Bridport. They just keep collapsing and falling on the beach.
They do. We're going to wrap up shortly. I just wanted to bring this up from Martin. It was a question earlier before you both came in. And listen, we know there's so much to do at Tottenham, so much. And we're not just talking about buying and selling players, the structure throughout the club. Please come out and tell us a real plan of what you're really trying to achieve and how it's working. But Martin came in with a question early doors and said, just a simple question, how many players are we signing this summer? Now, it depends how you look at it, Martin. You could be the fella that says, do you know what? We need 6 in, 8 out. Listen, it ain't happening in one transfer window. These people don't know how to wipe their arse properly, let alone sort out. And I wanted to hear from you three about what your expectations are and what type of player that well, not just one player. If you think there's 3 coming in, what type of those 3 players do you think will be coming, for argument's sake? Sorry if I've gone round your houses a bit there.
Right, am I going?
Whoever wants to go.
I've had a little think of that about this. With these owners, I don't honestly know. Because you know what? The same old flip-flap every year. We tried. That's why we've been linked with everybody now. Because the season tickets are coming up. When is the season ticket renewal date, Ben?
6th of June.
Well, there you go. So it was what, 10 days?
Yeah.
Week, 10 days.
Yeah.
This is why all the names.
Buzzword bingo.
Yeah, it is. It's buzzword bingo this time of night, this time of the year. Every year is exactly the same. We get linked to the entire world. No one gets signed, just so the fans get the season tickets in. Yeah. It's the same every single year. Now, when it comes to signings, whether there's 2 or 20, right? I want players to come into this team that improve us immediately. Immediately. Know what I always want for the future? If we make a lot of signings, put it this way. If we make a lot of signings and you add a youngster in there, one for the future, fair enough. But not to be our only signings. Kids, Epstein Island job. You know, none of that. None of that. We need players to walk into this club now that improve us immediately. Whoever's got their shirt, whatever position they're in, saying, that's mine, you got to fight me for it now. Which is the way it should be every year. I get that in there as well. So I don't know. I know this is, I've gone round about saying, but really, I ain't got a clue. Who knows what this club will do? They might surprise me and get 7 in. Who knows? But I very much doubt it.
You know, Daniel Levy used to love signing 7 players. Lucky number 7. He always signed 7 players. Always 7. Always 7. And we always, but the problem is, it was one of those times, at that point, we didn't need to sign 7 because we already had a really good team. So we just needed to sign 2 quality. Now, our squad is so bad, we have to sign 7 because our players aren't average. They're shit. Especially our forwards, they are crap. Okay. The only one that's worth any sort of quality at the well, you've got Xavi, who's more of a number 10, and you've got Kudus, your 2, and you've got Maddison. You've got 3. Those are 3 you want to keep. Kulusevski will never play football again. As much as I like Kulusevski, he'll never play football again until he's done. He's done. He's been out for over a year. He's still not even rehabbing from his injury. He's done. He's done at a top level, which is really sad. But he's done. It happens. It's a freak accident. Yeah. We need at least 7 players to come into the football club. We have to sign 7 players because we need a replacement for Vicario because Vicario is going to Inter. We need another left back, which I think is going to be Andy Robertson. We need a defender to replace Romero, which I think is going to be Senesi. Yeah. We need at least 2 forwards, so a left winger and a striker. That's 5. Then we need a defensive midfielder, unless Paulini is going to stay. If Paulinho stays, I'll drop that number back to 5. But if we sign Paulinho, but even if we do sign Paulinho, we need another central midfielder because we can't only have our only central midfielder being able to progress the ball. And that's another issue at Tottenham. Our midfielders cannot progress the ball. No, so we need someone that's not a defensive-minded like number 8. We need someone that's going to get hold of the ball, hold on to the ball, look after it, bring others into play, let them move the ball forward. Move the ball forward.
We need a Gaza type. Not on that level, but we need someone who's going to
we need a number 8. We need more of a Moussa Dembele type player.
Yeah, well, yeah. Someone who can keep hold of the ball.
Manu Kone? Or is he too deep for that role?
He could do that. We need a deep line playmaker.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
never going to sign this player. The dream signing is someone like Locatelli.
yeah.
The dream is someone like Locatelli. He gets hold of the ball and suddenly the world stops.
Yeah.
It's like the world stops around him. He knows exactly where to put a pass.
Yeah.
So, Martin, it's a many-layered question. It's a many-layered question. You're going to see a lot of content creators dance around this. And really, it needs to be broken down in a number of ways.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that we need as fans to look at is what players do we need in this squad for the squad to be at an acceptable level, right? So that is, for me, 2 left wingers, 2 forwards, right? If we were just to look at the squad, the forwards we've got are just not good enough. So that's 2 forwards, 2 left wingers, assuming that Paulinho isn't staying, 2 6s, 2 ball-playing 6s, right? And so on. Unfortunately, the number of players who are going to be on that list is just going to be too big. But that's the list that you start with, right? That's the list you start with because that's the big list. Okay? We then go, how many of those squad places are available? Because that's the next problem. The next problem is we've got 25 players on a list, yeah? And I'm actually just doing it on my separate screen because we've got players who are on a contract. So unless we can get rid of them, unless we can get rid of Richarlison, unless we get, don't sign Mawani. Because if you sign Mawani, that's a squad place that you can't fill, right? And we don't want Mawani. So unless you can sell Mawani,
he's not on loan, is he? He's on loan, so he's gone.
Sorry. Unless you can sell Richarlison, unless you can sell Sarr, unless you can sell, don't re-sign Bissouma. Unless you can sell, I don't know, Matisse Tell, right? Unless you can get Solomon out. I can't remember when his contract is up. Is his contract up? I'm not sure. Or do we need to send him out on loan again just to keep him out of the club? So that's the next list is, Bissouma is going to free up a space. Mawani is going to free up a space. Yeah. Paulinho is going to free up a space, assuming that we don't re-sign him. I'd like to re-sign him.
Which we absolutely should re-sign him.
So
signed him already.
That next list is how many players have we got spaces for? Then the next list after that is how many of our current players can we get rid of? So how many of our current players can we get rid of so that we can free up spaces so we can prioritise? We have to get rid of Richarlison. He's our top scorer, and that says more about our team than it does about Richarlison. He's played best for us when he's played with 2 up top because he needs somebody else, and we're not going to play that way. We're going to play with a 9. So we need to sell Richarlison. We need to sell Pape Sarr, right? We need to sell, I don't know. I personally think we need to sell one of Spence or Porro, preferably in my mind. Spence, recycle the right back. We need to sell Dragusin. Selling these players means that we can now go and buy we can replace them in the squad, and then we get to the next list, which is which are the players that we can actually get. Because last summer, we tried to get Morgan Gibbs-White, we tried to get Eze, we ended up with Zabi, who I still hold out hope for, and Mawani.
Yeah.
Right? And in January, they went for Semenyo, they missed, and they just went and got Conor Gallagher. So that's the next list. The next list is who can they actually get? And we need to do what Conte said, right? Conte, go back to Conte. Stop making mistakes. Get the right quality of player now. And if you're not going to get the right quality of player now, do what we did last summer. Go and get Paulinho on loan. Go and get Mawani on loan, and he ends up being a mistake, but we can fix that problem, right? So only get players on a contract if they're the highest quality that we need. I think Senesi, for example, is a great signing. I think it's an absolutely fantastic signing.
He's although he plays on the left, he's a massive replacement. He's a replacement for Romero in the fact that he progresses the ball forward. He's good at progressing the ball. He's good at holding onto the ball, but he's not a hothead like Romero. The problem is, who do you play next to him? Do you play Danso, or do you do the brave thing? And I really hope, I want to see this guy play for Spurs next year. And it's rumoured that he's going to go back to Hamburg. I think we should be brave and play Vuskovic because he looks a bit of a beast. And his stats in the Bundesliga look very, very... If you look at his stats in the Bundesliga compared to our defenders, they're miles better. So,
Martin, it's a many-layered question. And really, I'm gonna go and do it. And I'm going to go and do it bit by bit. And I'm going to be coming onto streams, and I'm going to be delivering it in that way. I'm going to be, and we will have a really good, proper look. I'm sure, Sean does his deep dives, right, on that kind of stuff. I'm sure, Sean gets into the whole transfer. I'm sure Sean in the creator space will go and do that kind of thing. A lot of the rest of us are going to talk about players who we love. We want to talk about players. But for the people who want to do a bit of the boring analysis, I'll be doing it somewhere at some point. On Vuskovic, right? I've had lots of arguments about loan players, right? And Ben might be in a WhatsApp chat where I've had like a 300 or 400 comment argument about loan players, but people don't understand my perspective, which is that I'm only interested in the first team and how we can use the resources, and I see the young players as resources to supplement it. I do not understand why we would send Vuskovic back out on loan.
It's a good experience for him. It's to make him a man, isn't it? You've got to use the loan system, Rain. I think the loan system is a brilliant system, and it's gonna help upgrade our youth. The likes of Mikey Moore will become a man in Scotland, whereas they won't get a chance to play in. They won't get a chance to play for Spurs in the Premier League because he's not ready. But playing for Rangers will make him a man. Ashley Phillips for Stoke has become a man.
We're not going to get into this, but you've literally just said, right, before you've said this, that you would have Vuskovic at the club next season.
I would have Vuskovic, but he's become a man. He's become a man at Hamburg. He's learned a new... Of course, the adage is he's been with his brother the entire time, so he hasn't fully become a man because he's had that elder brother figure to look after him when he's in Hamburg because his brother's there. But if they did... I would understand it, but personally, I think Vuskovic is ready for a Premier... I think he's ready to play for what we are now, and I think we've got to say it. Spurs are a lower league Premier League club now because we've been 17th twice in a row. We are a lower league Premier League club. And I think Vuskovic can play at a club in our position at the moment. And I think Vuskovic and Senesi, Vuskovic and Danso, Vuskovic and Van der Ven, I think Vuskovic can do it. I've said Vuskovic a lot. It's going to give everyone nightmares. I think he can get positions off the bench. I'd love to see Ashley Phillips play. I'd love to see him play in the Cups. He looks like he's become a man. And as Cookie said yesterday, he's a talker. Yeah. I think we need a centre-back who's a talker at the football club. Yeah, we all wanted Dorrington to do well, and after that injury, he's not the same player. Get him gone. As much as he seems like he's a good lad, I don't think he's at the level that Tottenham Hotspur need. But that it all comes back to that. You need one or two youth players, and you need 3 senior pros because then you have a youth player with a senior, and the senior pro is going to get the youth player, and eventually they will upskill. And when that youth player, then you bring in another one. You always have more seniors than you have juniors. Yeah. But with Spurs, we seem to have more juniors.
Yeah.
Exactly. No other club would think about sending back. And it's he wants to go back on. I don't give a monkeys.
Exactly. With that moment, I'm in total. I understand why he wants to play with his brother, but we've got no time for sentiment anymore. We've got no time for sentiment anymore.
Exactly.
No time.
Exactly. I don't care. I don't care. It's not like, okay, a lot of people treat our academy as though the players pay us to train them, and they don't. We pay them. They are employees of our football club. They do what we tell them to do. That's the way it bloody works. They're 18 years old. And if we're not telling 18-year-old players what they should be doing, how the heck are we going to tell 24-year-old players what they're going to be doing?
I know we treat them. Sorry to interrupt you, Rain. Sorry to interrupt, but we're treating 18-year-olds as their children. They might be children comparative age-wise. When you're 18, you're a man now. You're no longer a child. You are legal to vote. You're legal to drink. You're legal to drive. You're an adult. You're an adult.
Yeah. Life changes very quickly when that.
You've got to grow up now. You are an 18-year-old. You've got to, if you want to go to Hamburg, get them to pay 80 million for you. It's now at that point. If you think you're ready to play top level football, I want to see it. We can't pander to these younger players because they are adults. They are adults.
So I'm going to go back. I can't remember who said it, but
Well, we're wrapping up now, Rain.
Okay. Well, somebody said we need to sell our injury-prone players, but that unfortunately, the injury-prone players fall into the category of we don't want them, but we can't get rid of them. So that's when I was talking about this multi-tiered thing, we need to look at the players we don't want and can we actually get rid of them? Because unfortunately, if we can't get rid of them, then we need to focus on getting rid of other players and leveling up. So if we can't get rid of Richarlison, then we have to get rid of Solanke. We have to sell Solanke, because if clubs are going to come and buy Solanke, then sell him and get a top number 9 so that we can fill our score places.
They don't even need to be top Rain. They just need to be able to score more than 15 goals in a year.
Yeah,
that's how low the we just need a striker that's going to score 15. You don't need a Haaland scoring 30 goals a year. You need this player to score 15. You need everyone to be able to contribute.
It'd be nice, but
sure.
The thing is, a number 9 these days, you're looking like 80s and 90s, aren't you?
Yeah.
They're not cheap anymore.
Or you get people in on frees and pay them the wages.
Well, there is that, mate.
Right?
There ain't many of them top strikers on a free,
though, Mr. Vlahovic that I wouldn't turn my nose up whatsoever, and I've been shouting for 2 years for Mr. Vlahovic, the same as Nijaz as well. Listen, he may not be the complete player, right? But the geezer is a centre forward, and give him the opportunities, and he will score goals. Whether you can entice that type of player in,
it's whether you get the Vlahovic at Fiorentina or the Vlahovic at Juventus. The Vlahovic at Juventus was not great.
No, I get that.
Not great at all. I've got loads of friends. The majority of my friends, to be fact, are all Juventus supporters, and they will not tell you that Vlahovic has been the greatest signing for them. You need the Vlahovic that was at Fiorentina. If you get him a shot, he's a decent forward. He's better than what we've got. It's all about the price. He's got to accept. He can't demand the wages he was demanding when he was at Juventus. 300,000 euros a week he was asking for.
Yeah.
He's not that good. He's not Harry Kane good. No one's Harry Kane good.
But
not even Mbappe is Harry Kane good. And I like Mbappe.
Yeah. Fair play. Look, Mark, have you got anything to shout out? Because we're going to wrap up now. If he hasn't, I will continue.
Mate. Great show as usual.
Yeah.
Great show as usual.
Rain, thanks very much for coming on today. Are you still, have you still tied up with the channel with Dermot, Rain, or are you just floating about now?
Yeah, not so much. Not so much. I took a break. But I think I'm going to, we're talking about doing some specific things, but you know me, I was on with Sava for loads with Sava, loads with Sav, on with Sean every now and again. I just sort of float about, but
Big up.
I quite like to do something. I just quite like coming in and having a chat, mate.
Yeah, why not indeed?
That
Big
was
up to
beauty.
Rain. Yeah. And Ben's obviously in as well. Ben, what you got coming up? And give the old coffee shop a shout out and Tottenham on tour, mate.
We will be back today at 2 p.m.
The
Probably
only show.
the only show at 2 p.m. 100%. We'll probably be back to talk about absolutely anything today. Football season's over. I've got the holiday hat on. We'll probably talk about anything today. There's no you know our show. We talk about one thing and we spiral off and talk about something else. Like, that's the beauty. It's the beauty, and I love it when a conversation is natural. And I don't like to say, "Oh, we're going to talk about this today," because it's bollocks. If you try and talk about one thing, you always talk about something else.
Is the final boss about today?
I have no idea if the final boss is about today. I've got but yes, join us on the Coffee Company at 2 p.m. for all your usual whatever we're talking about.
There you go. Big up to Ben. Get over to the Coffee Company, subscribe to their Tottenham on tour.
And if you are in the Woodford area, if you go in and see Ben, the best coffee I've ever had.
There you go.
It's pretty
Finker's
good.
close. Finker is close, but it's not as good as Ben's.
Absolutely. Get down to Ben's and have a cup of coffee. Why not indeed?
I must get up there soon. It's been a while.
Yeah. Rightio. So big up to Ghosted today, who's become a YouTube member. Really appreciate it, Ghosted. Big up to you, mate. Big up to all the chat today. As usual, it's been flying along in the chat with you all in here today. We'll be back tomorrow morning, as usual, 9:30 a.m. for the breakfast brunch. Make sure you come and tune in. Sub and like to everyone. And, as always,
Enoch out.
Spurs and
On you, Spurs.
And that as well.
And that as well. Enoch out. I'm going to say it again. Goodbye, all. Sheriff.